Good morning, Anton. How's it going?
Hey, Darmich. Good. How are you?
Good, good. A lot of things to talk about today. Well, not a lot, but some things to talk about today.
Wow.
I think one of the things that people are asking is what are we going to name this chat? So, a lot of good options. I think there's coffee, chai, and tech. There was
Yeah.
coffee, chai, and events. What was another suggestion? Two coffee, chai, and two guys, or something like that. That was a suggestion that came in.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then there was a coffee, chai, and chit chat that came in. So
Hey, God knows that we can chit chat.
I know. But what if we do something with the two guys? I mean, we're two guys, right?
Right.
So maybe two guys and coffee and chat, or I don't know.
Two guys, coffee and chai. Make it simple. Make it easy.
Two guys, coffee. Hey, that's got a good rhyme to it, eh?
Yeah. Two guys, coffee and chai. See?
Without the A. That was the Canadian.
Yeah.
The A at the end.
Love it.
Okay, so I think that's it, man. Two guys, coffee, and chai.
There you go.
Two guys, coffee, and chai. My problem is I have my chai early in the morning, so I may have to start doing it now.
I do have my coffee all morning long until 11:30. It still's going. 8 cups
Oh wow,
later.
I'm a 6 a.m.er, 5 a.m.er sometimes. So yeah, welcome to my world. All right, so that's great. I'm happy we kind of landed on a name, and then we can move forward with that. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then just a lot of stuff going on, as you know. We got IMEX coming up, so
Yes.
prepping for that, and we're launching a new thing at IMEX, so that'll be kind of fun. More to be shared in the near future to the community, so really excited about that. And today, I think last time we talked about facial recognition a little bit and how it works.
Just-
Not how it works, but just kind of a hint of it. So why don't we talk about facial recognition today
Sounds
and
good to
go
me.
through how we deal with it? All right?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. All right, Anton, facial recognition. So how does it work? What does it do? I mean, there's a lot of ways it can be done. Ideally, in the most common way is there is a upload mechanism that happens with your face into a system. Let's say the registration process in the context of what we're doing. And then that photo gets stored into our system, but the points of your face are stored into the facial recognition AI, essentially. So it's almost like math of it is stored in this cloud scenario. And then what happens is when someone goes on site and then we have facial recognition enabled. What will happen is the camera will look at the face, it'll capture it, and then it will look at those similar points on your face. Let's call it numbers of mathematical formulas. And then that matches against what's stored in the cloud. If there's a match, then it's like, hey, here's Anton. Let's verify. Hey, is this Anton? Yep. Print as badge. So that's one way to work. I wouldn't say it's a mathematical formula. It's just like math, all the numbers that represent what your face is. So that's kind of how it works. It's like your fingerprint, right? If you have your fingerprint identity here, that's a higher percentage match of what's being stored in a system. And then that will then match it. And then they'll display, hey, are you Anton? And then it prints or does the action that needs to do. So that's kind of how facial recognition works. In our space, what we do is something similar, but we kind of do it in two scenarios. So the first scenario is when someone uploads their photo into our platform. What happens in this case, here, let me just show you quickly, is, you go through the reg process, and then here's the headshot uploader.
Right.
So the headshot uploader, we typically use it to print it on the badge, essentially. And in this case, I can click here, and then I have a puppy, and I got my face. Here's a nice, cute little puppy. Well, as soon as I click on that, in our uploader, we can then actually zoom in if we want to do so. Oh, look at that
It's
dog.
so cute.
And then I'll hit apply. It says face not found. So this actually saves us from actually downloading that image into our system, processing it, all that stuff. All the algorithm is already done before the upload is actually happening into our platform. So that's pretty good. This actually avoids anyone from putting in, let's say, garbage photos
Or
through the process
avatars.
of
That's what people
registration
like.
or avatar. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. So that's really nice. So let's try my face now. Look at this guy.
Look at that.
Anyhow. Yeah, I know. All right. So we'll hit apply. And then there we go. So that's the face. So in that case, that photo can now be printed on my badge in color, on demand. And with the printing technology these days, it prints so fast. You don't have to, like back in the day, it would take like a minute to print a badge or 30 seconds. Now it's literally seconds, like it's done. So that's really cool. So that's a little bit about facial recognition and how it works behind the scenes.
Which is super cool because also can be used as a security processing. So your name and your face do matches based upon who you are, especially for those high level meetings that sometimes we run. And also, this is given such a great advantage because we're moving with the times. As you saw, or I don't know if you have seen, some of the new cars coming up in the next upcoming years, they're going to have facial recognition to open the door.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's kind of cool.
I'm a huge car geek and I love it. So I was looking at that. There are so many cars that for 2023 and beyond that are actually going to have the facial recognition sensors. So if you don't have your keys with you, you just put your face and opens the door for you, which is super cool. And also we have it on the iPhone. We do it every day. I mean, if you have any
That's
iPhone with
true.
the facial recognition, I mean, what's it, 13, 12, 13 and beyond. And when as we used to use the fingerprint for those previous iPhones. So we're keeping up with the days. Awesome.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
mean that's pretty neat. And again, like I mean, it's not a bad idea to have your face on your badge just for visual identity, as you're saying, because then it makes it easier in terms of if let's say you have 10,000 people coming into your plenary and trying to scan everybody to verify that they're supposed to be here or not. But in this case, with the with the face on the badge, the person can immediately see that it's matching or not, and then obviously there's a color identifier if the person's actually supposed to be in the session or not as well. Now, it doesn't replace session scanning or access control scanning for any high secure sessions as well. So that is a must for sure. But this is, I would say, a supplementary addition to that level
But
as
also
well.
could be used for those by invite only events when they're very exclusive and small. It
Yeah,
makes it so much easier because I know that you are Darmish. I mean, obviously the face matches the badge, so coming right in.
exactly. Exactly. And the badges don't need to be ugly, to be honest. I mean, I'm a big proponent of not having ugly badges. We do recommend having a beautiful badge. So I'll put it on the screen now so you can see what a cool looking badge concept could be. This is a sample badge that we have, but again, it's to inspire how to incorporate badges into, photos into your badges as well. So there you have it. That's facial recognition. Is there anything else that we want to chat about IMAX? I know it's coming up hot and heavy in about 4 weeks.
Can you believe it? Yes, actually, it will be about 4 weeks from now. We'll be flying into Vegas to be with all our peers, colleagues, friends, and family of the meetings and events industry. That should be fun.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And this year we got StreamPoint and Resiata exhibiting together, so that'll be kind of fun. I know you're planning on some event. Hopefully that gets through because that'll be great to take some customers over to that event. Stay tuned for that community, and keep an eye out. We got a lot of stuff happening. We're actually launching something tomorrow, so there'll be an email coming out for that and social posts as well. So yeah, there's a lot happening right now. I need to start cloning
Which
myself,
we're
so
super
we'll get
excited.
there.
I'm pumped because there's so much that we're going to be introducing to our community and to our friends and family of the industry, and new products that we have been working for quite some time now. So, and it's coming on, it's almost here. It's almost, so we're super cool to introduce it during IMX and see what our friends and family have to say about it.
100%. And also to keep in mind, Resiata 2.0. That's launching as well in the coming weeks. We're just going through some beta testing right now in QA. And yeah, I think it's going to be a nice little spin on housing. So that'll be cool. Anyways, enough plugging around. The context of this was to make sure we came up with a title for our podcast, I would call this now, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Two guys, coffee, and chai. I love it. That's so good.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to give a personal shout out after to that recommendation from that one person.
Agreed.
Great.
Agreed.
100%. And then the second thing is facial recognition. Works for some, doesn't work for some, but there is another layer before uploading the photo of how that works. Now, keep in mind, like when we're doing the scanning of the face when they're uploading the photo, that is all done on our server side. It's not being pushed to the cloud or anything like that. And then if we just needed to print the badge with the photo, that's no problem. As soon as we get into facial recognition for printing the badge on site, then there is a photo match with the cloud with facial AI to check that there is a match and then printing the badge. So there's two scenarios in that scenario. So if you're worried about security, just know that it's a very secure platform of how it's worked. So your facial data is not out in the random cloud. It's very secure and locked down. But the other part is if you just wanted your photo on the badge, that is localized. It's not sitting on the cloud somewhere as well in a secure environment.
Awesome.
So, 2 layers. All right. Awesome. Until next week, if anyone has topics that they want us to talk about, we can definitely squeeze that in. Let us know. And until then, have a great week. And then we'll connect next week and keep you posted on the crazy stuff we're working on.
Cannot agree more. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Sounds good?
Awesome. Thanks, Anton.
Thank you, Don.
See you later, everybody. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.